What's up, guys? Jacob here, taking a quick break from the computer as I am wrapping up preparation for Elite Business Dynamics, which actually takes place a week from now on September 15th. We just sold another ticket yesterday. Sandro, thanks for joining up, man. And we have one ticket remaining out of all that we can possibly sell, honestly. So, hey, I don't really need to pitch it anymore, but EBD, sign up if you haven't already and want to go. One ticket left. Anyway, reason why I'm on video today, I wasn't planning on doing it, but I actually had a student ask me to make a video to talk about personal sacrifices that I've needed to make in my life to, I don't want to say I'm successful, but to reach degrees of success, and how I was able to just go about from zero online to, I guess, to a point that people want to be, which is at the very least quitting their job. So I'll actually start out and say, success for me is something that I believe is a pattern of behaviors that you can follow to achieve results in a lot of things that you do. I'm going to have to rewind the clock a bit. For a lot of you who don't know me personally that well, and I believe that's the vast majority of you, I actually started college at the age of 11. If you want to fact check me, I started Los Medanos College in Pittsburgh, California in 1999 at the age of 11. Transferred to UC Davis in 2003, right? And graduated from UC Davis with a Bachelor's of Art in Sociology 2005, I believe. It's been a while. If you want to fact check me, order the transcripts from UC Davis, ask for Jacob Rothenberg, you can have a copy of it. I graduated from college at the age of 16 years old with a bachelor's. Now, I don't really say that to brag because I don't really give a shit about my formal education, but it did show me going to college at an early age what it means to like do something at an exceptional level, such as academics, and being able to succeed past the point of the vast majority of my peers, because I considered academics to be my first competitive forefront in my life, because I took school very seriously and very competitively, guys. I'm that fucking Asian kid that would try to like ace you in every single subject and brag about every single A that I was getting and that I was doing better than you. Truth be told, I was so competitive that other parents from classmates wanted me to just get ejected from class and like get skipped grades so that I would stop taunting their kids. No, wow, I was kind of a dick, but that's just the way it was. And was it because I'm some Jimmy Neutron super genius? I would like to think that maybe I'm a little bit above average from the average Joe. But honestly, what it came down to, and I'm not saying this to be humble, this is what it really came down to. I just worked harder than everyone else. I put in the hours of study. I'm the guy that had to do math and writing before school and for hours after school. My mom was a stay-at-home at the time. She really put in the care and the work towards my academics and just giving me the time and dedication towards furthering my my learning outside of the classroom. And you know, when you spend so much time practicing and drilling on something like academics, and you just put in the raw amount of hours consistently every day, and assuming you can absorb what you're learning, you know, you're gonna get ahead, right? So let's make a parlay to that, like sports, and I'll make a parlay to my own sport, powerlifting. Imagine if you want to get into basketball, guys, and you're playing for 30 minutes a day, okay? What's the best way for you to get better at basketball? Playing 3 hours a day, right? You just need that time to develop your motor skills, your muscle memory, and your overall proficiency at the game simply by playing more, right? So that's why practice is such a big thing. Practice in academics, cramming, prep, practice and preparation in sports, and as well for your business. Practice makes perfect. You got to be a student of the game. You got to study up, and you got to be consistent with your work ethic. I guess I'll just make one more example. Powerlifting. I was actually a very, very shrimpy, weak kid growing up, and I wanted to get into lifting weights. And I'll just make the long story short. I went from a kid that took 7 years to bench press 225 from the first time I entered the door of a gym. It took me 7 years to bench 225, which, 225 is not a big weight to bench as a grown man. But from the time that I actually joined an elite gym, I did all the training that I was required. I joined up with a world-class coach. I followed what my coach told me. I did the workouts. I ate consistently. I took all the supplements and beyond to do what it takes to make progress. I went from making a 225 bench to 315 in 1 year. And then I went from a 365 bench to a 415 bench in 6 months when I really went at it hard in powerlifting. So, guys, just that pattern doesn't leave, any ambiguity. Success doesn't leave ambiguity if you're doing things the right way, with just being consistent, working hard, and making sacrifices. Okay, when I was a kid, I had a good childhood. I had a lot of friends, but maybe I didn't get to play around as much as the other kids. It took a mental toll doing all that extracurricular work. It was not easy. It was not easy. Going to college at a young age, that kind of alienated me socially for a good while. And now, again, I had kids who were my age that I was still friends with, but still, I was spending the vast majority of my day, around people much older than me. Now, for publishing, what I'm going to tell you is that you're going to have to suck it up as far as your time and your money, okay? So, for me starting out in publishing, the very first thing I had to give up was my free time after work, before work, and also my lunch hour. I just had to put in the time to even not only do the production of my books, but I was writing my own books. I was just learning how to do some basic graphic design and just the overall process with getting that done. As well as that, just even studying YouTube videos on the whole publishing thing. I watched every single video I could on publishing in early 2017. And back then in 2017, guys, there wasn't a whole lot of resources other than Stefan, Jason Brott. Who else was there? Big Luca, even though Big Luca was not really that great to listen to back then, because he did everything Black Hat. Dale was just starting out, and Mecca was just starting out. Back then, there were really no super solid resources you have now for free content that myself and others have given you on YouTube. So, just watching whatever I could to gain an extra edge. And, I bought the first course that I could for $97. Talked to everyone that I could. Networked with everyone that I could. And I had to just suck it up with my extra savings and spend my money on books. Spend my money on everything related to grow out my publishing business. Even when I messed up with crypto and I lost a lot of money on cryptocurrency, I worked second jobs. I freelanced online. I've done DoorDash while working a full-time job in international sales. I've done Amazon deliveries under Amazon Flex. I've freelanced online. I've been a ghostwriter, guys. I've done whatever it takes to just generate extra money to get my business going with Kindle Publishing. Even with a nice white-collar job, sometimes you're in tough situations, but you still want to get ahead. You can't make excuses, and the ball's got to keep rolling. So, really, that's all I really wanted to say, guys, is that you just got to be mentally tough. And, yeah, there are good times, there are bad times. Right now, I'm having a good time in terms of finances and relative success that I'm having in the business. But, I don't let myself get too high on the ego. Likewise, I don't let myself get too low when there's bad times. I just kind of stay even. So, even though I can say I generated 50K in revenue last month, I'm not parading and celebrating. The show has to go on, and I'm just staying level-headed. So with you, you just got to grind it out, put in the work, publish some damn books already. Publish some damn books. And once you reach even a relative level of success, let's say you make your first $2,000 a month online, don't get too cocky. Don't blow that going in the club. Don't buy any Dom Perriers. Keep working, stay level-headed, and publish more books and scale up your business. The biggest thing that can slow you down with success is your pride. And that means whether it's letting your ego think that you're invincible and that you can just compromise the quality of your work or leave flaws open to your business model, whether that's making big expenditures that can put a cap on your monthly cash flow when you're still trying to grow a business, or whether that means alienating yourself from your peers and cutting people off because you think you can do it all alone now and that business is no longer a team sport. Okay? You cannot let success get to your head, even if it's, awesome, like short-term incremental success. Gotta stay level-headed and don't let it get to your head. So, wow, it's already been 11 minutes. What the hell have I been rambling about? That's all I'm going to say for now. I'm going to wrap up prep for EBD, and hopefully I'll have another video, guys, for you soon. So, take care, and later.